Settle in. Find a comfortable position on your mat. Close your eyes. So always taking a few moments, scanning the body, finding a relaxed seated pose. Releasing any tension, making any adjustments. Scanning the breath. Just trying to slow it down. Make the breathing more rhythmic. And try to turn our awareness inside, be fully present physically, but also mentally. And then we'll start by chanting an opening prayer today. So today is full moon. It's Guru Purnima. You might remember. So we'll just chant an opening prayer, Sanskrit prayer between the teacher and the students. And in this case, the teacher is not just the yoga instructor, but really nature, the universe, and all of us. We are all teachers and can learn from each other if we keep an open mind. So in that spirit, I'll chant. Feel free to chant along. I'll pause after each line or just listen. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And then open your eyes. So plan for today is we'll focus on seated poses. We'll be on the mat most of the time. Start with some stretches as always. We'll start with another active breathing practice, Kapalbhati, called bellows breathing today. And then do poses and then some additional breathwork practices, pranayam practices towards the back half of the class. So with that, we'll do some cat-cow stretches. So let's get on into a nice tabletop first. Palms, knees, top of the feet on the mat. Lining up, palms below the shoulders, knees below the hips as best as possible. And then let's do some cat-cow stretches. So as you inhale, cat pose. Arch your back, look ahead, exhale. Round out the back, cow pose. Keep going. Intentional movement, focused movement with full awareness. Inhale, cat, arch your back, exhale, round out your back, cow. Let's do two more here and then we'll add a slight variation. Now come back into a tabletop. And then as you inhale, stretch the right arm forward and then the left leg back. So be careful. So you're balancing on the left palm and then the right knee, right foot. And then as you exhale, crunch them, bring them close to each other. So the right elbow and the left knee, rounding out the back slightly. And let's try to do 4 more rounds of this. Inhale, right arm outstretched, left leg goes back. Exhale, bring them together, right elbow, left knee. 3 more if you can. Inhale, stretch, arch your back. Exhale, crunch. 2 more. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, back together. 1 last time. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, back together. And then get back into a tabletop. Right palm, left knee on the mat. Quick break. And we'll repeat that on the other side. So now take the left arm, stretch the left arm, and then the right leg. And then as you exhale, left elbow, right knee, close together, crunching the back. 4 more rounds. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Focus. Synchronize the inhale, exhale with the body movement. Keep going. Two more. One last time. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, crunch. Bring them together. And then palms on the mat, both the palms on the mat, knees on the mat. And then sit back on your heels if you'd like for a quick moment. Catch your breath. And then come back into a seated pose. All right. A few more stretches. Take your hands behind your back. Hold your right wrist with your left hand. As you inhale, lean back slightly. As you exhale, bend forward, trying to bring your forehead as close to the ground as you can. 4 more rounds of this. Inhale, lean back, stretch. Exhale, stretching your back, not crunching your back, keeping the back relatively straight. 2, 3 more. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend forward. Keep your shoulders, arms relaxed when you bend forward. 2 more. And then one last time. Inhale, rise up. Lean back slightly. Exhale, bend forward. And then back into seated pose. Release your arms. Some lateral stretches next. So twisting the spine alternately to the right and the left. Twist to the left. Twist to the right. Keep going. Bringing the spine a little bit. Get ready for seated spinal twist pose later on. Let's do 2 more on each side. And then release and relax. All right. Last practice, some next rotations, some neck stretches. So chin close to your chest and then making a circle, turning the neck whichever direction you want to start in. 5 rounds, and then we'll switch, go the other way. You can close your eyes if you'd like. Stretching the neck. Don't sprain it, be careful, slow movement. 1 more in this direction. And then let's switch, go the other way. Love this practice, especially in the mornings. Helps relieve any discomfort in the neck after you wake up, any tightness. 1 more. And then stop the practice. If you had your eyes closed, keep the eyes closed for a few more moments. You might feel lightheaded or dizzy if you rush to open your eyes. Let your breath settle and then open your eyes. All right. All right, let's do that Kapalabhati practice, bellows breathing. So this time the inhale is passive, the exhale is active. We'll try to do 2 rounds. I always have some allergies. I always keep a Kleenex on hand, especially when I do these active breathing practices. So for this practice, let me get closer to the camera. So you make fist with both the palms. Thumb is folded, other 4 fingers wrapped on top of it, and hands close to the stomach, knuckles touching each other. And then the idea is to activate our abdominal region, pulling it in on the exhale. So the inhale is passive. Let me quickly just demonstrate. So you're really focusing on the exhale. The inhale almost happens on its own. And just making sure you don't really activate the chest region, only the abdominal region, the stomach region. Close your eyes. If it's new to you, take your time. There's no right or wrong pace. Go slow, go fast, whatever is comfortable. We'll try shorter rounds, see how you feel. And we will pause and do a longer round if you're up to it. Close your eyes. Let's begin. Go at your own pace, maybe 6 to 8 breaths. Let's stop. Release your palms. Keep your eyes closed. Quick pause. Observe. and then open your eyes. Generally considered to be an active practice, improves your sympathetic tone, the part of the nervous system that's responsible for action, the fight or flight, as they call it. So let's just try one more round. I'm going to sit on my heels in Vajrasan. Makes it a little bit easier for me to do this practice since my body is a bit elevated. So if you're used to it, if you're comfortable sitting on your heels, you can. Otherwise, stay where you are. And then let's try to go a little bit longer. You can stop anytime you want, of course. Listen to your body, your breath. Close your eyes and just visualize the practice maybe. Passive inhale, active exhale, pulling in the stomach on the exhale. Hands close to your stomach, knuckles touching each other, and begin when you're ready. I'll let you finish a few more if you're still going. We call these strokes. Release your palms when you're done. Keep your eyes closed. With practice over time, you can go much longer, up to a minute, minute and a half, up to 100 strokes, even higher. Believed to make you feel alert. Kapalbhati literally translates as shining forehead. And then open your eyes. All right, let's move on. Do some poses. First pose, seated forward bend, Janu shirshasan, alternately bending towards the right leg and then the left leg. Starting position, feet together, hands by your side. Stick pose, dandasan. Now take the right foot towards the right edge of the mat. Fold the left leg, sole of the left foot against the inside of the right thigh, close to the right hamstring, groin region. And then straighten your back here as much as you can. As you inhale, hands go up, pointing towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, bend forward, trying to bring your hands close to the toes of your right foot or on your right ankle or right knee. And then fold forward, trying to bring your forehead as close to the right knee as you can. The final pose. Arms can be wherever they feel natural, wherever they feel comfortable. It's not about activating the shoulders, arms, elbows here. It's about stretching the back, stretching the hamstring, the right hamstring. Keep the right leg straight. Sometimes the right knee tends to fold and come up. Gently push it down. And then breathe when you feel like you're in the final pose. Don't overextend your back. Do what you can. Ideal pose should be forehead touching the right knee. Just have that visual in mind and slowly work towards it over time. Feel the stretch, right hamstring in the back. 2 more breaths if you can. And then as you exhale, straighten your back, straighten the left leg. Quick break before we repeat that on the other side. And then take the left leg towards the left edge of the mat. Fold the right leg, right foot against the inside of the left thigh this time. Inhale, hands go up, stretching yourself up a little bit. Exhale, bend forward towards the left toe, hands towards the toes of the left foot or left ankle, left knee. And then round out your back slightly, trying to bring your forehead as close to the left knee as you can in the final pose. And breathe. Left leg is straight, left knee is straight. Hands wherever they feel comfortable. Don't crunch your back too much. Try to keep your spine as straight as you can. And then round it out slightly. Breathe. Feel the stretch. Left hamstring this time. Groin region on the left side. Back. Great pose for people that run. Opens your hamstrings. 2 more breaths. And then as you exhale, unwind, straighten the back, release the right leg. Relax seated pose, hands behind you on the mat, toes pointing outwards. Lean back, resting your head between your shoulders. Shithila Dandasana, relax seated pose. Scan the body, notice the activation. Pick up any discomfort, any stiffness. Make sure you don't hurt yourself. Do what you can, as always. And then back to. So let's actually do one more. I forgot to do this loosening practice. So we're going to work on garland pose Malasan. So let's do some butterfly flaps. So bring the soles of your feet together. You can bring them as close or stretch the feet out further if it's too much on your hamstrings, whatever you can, and then just flap your legs, flap your knees like a butterfly. Trying to loosen the hamstrings a little bit more before we do the Malasan garland pose. Let's do a couple more. One more. And then release and relax. All right. We'll do a seated spinal twist first and then work on the garland pose. So back into starting position, Dandasan, stick pose. Now, fold the right leg again, sole of the right foot against the inside of the left leg, and then bring the left leg on the mat on the outside of the right knee. So the right leg is folded, left leg is folded, but the left foot is on the mat. Bring the right heel and turn this side. Bring the right heel close to your body. Don't sit on the right heel, just bring it close enough so your body is a bit more compact. And then take the right hand pointing up. And then bring the right elbow on top of the left knee or slightly outside the left knee if you can, hooking there for support. Take the left hand behind you on the mat. And then twist to the left in the final pose, seated spinal twist, Ardha matysendrasan. Try to keep the left thigh as vertical as you can. Don't let it fall to the mat. Hold it up as much as you can without any discomfort. If you need to drop it a little bit, that's fine. Idea is to get a nice spinal twist. Breathe. Feel the twist in the spine. Try to keep your back straight as much as you can. Feel the stretch in your right tricep, right shoulder. 2 more breaths. And as you exhale, unwind. Straighten both your legs. Hands behind you, toes pointing outwards, quick break. Relax seated pose, Shikla Dandasan, before we do the same sequence on the other side. And then let's bring the feet together, hands by your side. Now the reverse. So fold the left leg, sole of the left foot against the inside of the right thigh. And take the right foot on the outside of the left knee on the mat. Pull the left heel close to your body. Don't sit on the left heel, just pull it close to the body as much as you can. Keep your back straight here again. And then left hand goes up. Left elbow on top of the right knee or slightly outside, hooking there for support. Right hand behind you on the mat. And then twist your spine to the right as much as you can in the final pose. And breathe. Noticing what's happening in the body, noticing the stretch. Left tricep, left elbow, left shoulder, spine, of course. Breathe. Try to keep your right leg as close to vertical as you can here. Couple of breaths. And then as you exhale, release. Straighten both the legs, hands behind you, toes pointing outwards, lean back. This time close your eyes, small break. Noticing the activation in the spine, the arms, a little bit in the legs, of course. Breathe. Couple of breaths. And then open your eyes. And last pose, Malasan. So it's a squat basically. So we're going to sit in a squat and then bring our arms on the inside of both the knees, both the legs, and then join the hands in front. Garland pose, opening the hips as much as you can. If it's too much, release, sit back down. Otherwise, just feel the pose, breathe. Try it again if you're up to it. The hips, groin region can be pretty tight, so it's a good one to practice over time. And then a couple of breaths, and then release. Back into seated pose. Get some water if you need to, and we'll move on to some additional breathing practices. All right. One more pranayam cooling practice today. Still kind of warm these days. So today we'll do, what did we do yesterday? All right, let's do the Sadanta pranayam. So resting the top rows of the teeth on the bottom row, creating a gap, breathing through the mouth open, creating a cooling sensation. Close the mouth, exhale through the nose. Close your eyes, get into good seated pose first, and then just a couple of breaths in the beginning, see how you feel. If you like it, we'll do a longer second round. So top row of the teeth resting on the bottom row, creating a small gap. Inhale through the mouth open. Close the mouth, exhale through the nose. Take your time. One more if you're still going. Stop the practice, keep your eyes closed. Tuesdays are a busy day for me. I teach two different classes, so sometimes I get confused what I taught in which class. I do write everything down, but sometimes still get confused. All right, open your eyes. One more round if you're up to it. If you didn't like the practice, do something else, but otherwise can be a nice cooling practice. So let's go a little bit longer if you're up to it. Top row of the teeth resting on the bottom row, small gap, don't grind the teeth. Inhale through the mouth. Close the mouth, exhale through the nose, go at your own pace. Maybe 8 to 10 breaths. And one more to close out this round. Small break, observe, keep your eyes closed. See how you feel. If you notice the cooling sensation. And then open your eyes. All right, next practice, Nadi shodhana pranayam, alternate nostril breathing. So alternately breathing from the right and left. Left hand stays on the left knee, left thigh. I move back a little bit so you can see my arms. And then the right hand, index finger, middle finger curled, tips making contact with the palm, other three fingers open. I'll cue first couple of breaths so you get into the rhythm, and then I'll stop, focus on your own breathing. Close your eyes. So we start by inhaling from both the nostrils. Close the right nostril with the thumb. Exhale from the left nostril. Then inhale from the left nostril. Close the left nostril with the ring finger. Exhale from the right. Inhale from the right. Close the right nostril with the thumb. Exhale from the left. And keep going at your own pace. Stop by exhaling from both the nostrils whenever you want. Stay with your eyes closed. One more on each side if you're still going. And then exhale from both the nostrils. Release your right hand. Stay with your eyes closed. Observe. Good practice to calm the nerves. Also helps improve concentration when done regularly over time. Open your eyes and let's do one more round. Same practice. More awareness this time, focusing on the breath, letting any thoughts come and go. Be fully locked in on the breath and just notice the breathing from the right and left nostril. Close your eyes. Begin by inhaling from both the nostrils. Close the right nostril with the thumb. Exhale from the left. Inhale from the left. Close the left with the ring finger. Exhale from the right. And keep going. Finish up one more on each side if you're still going. Stop the practice by exhaling from both the nostrils. So we start by inhaling from both the nostrils, stop by exhaling, keeping everything in balance. Stay with your eyes closed, observe, see how your mind feels. Notice your normal breath. Take a few moments before we close the class to just bring your awareness to your breath, trying to make it four-dimensional, sometimes called as box breathing. Noticing the small pause after the inhale and after the exhale, or introducing a small pause if needed to make the breath more rhythmic. Inhale, small pause. Exhale, small pause. Four dimensions of the breath. Just noticing them. And then let's close out the class, chanting one Om. Join your hands at your heart center. Inhale. Rub your palms, generate some heat. And then transfer that heat by gently cupping your eyes, massaging your face, your neck. Open your palms in front of you and then open your eyes. Namaste. Thanks for joining. Have a great rest of your day. See you tomorrow.